You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thing.
Good morning, Smarter Options. Looking at futures here. Okay. We're just in this this flag right here, right? But I think this very well could be a bear flag. We'll have to see, right? But I mean, actually, we could be seeing even a bigger pattern form here now that I'm looking at it. Hang on, let me turn off the breakouts thing. I guess we'll have to see what happens here. We see, then we see, right? Currently, I'd be just watching this bottom trend line for support. If it fails that, we're going back lower. But we are getting new lower or new higher lows and new higher highs. So we see, then we see. Market's getting extreme selling pressure. Market is slightly oversold right now, as I mentioned yesterday. But at the end of the day, that really doesn't mean anything because, it can stay oversold for a long period of time. We'll see here, though, guys. Like I said, going to the end of this year, I think the market needs this healthy pullback. Needs to sit here for a little bit, let these EMAs catch up. Like I said, I told you guys before, EMAs don't really stocks don't do well when their EMAs stay spread apart like that. Hey, that's not healthy. If we go back and look at the SPY before all this happened, right? They used to stay much closer together. Okay. To where we would have 200 EMA pullbacks all the time. You guys know I love 200 EMA pullbacks. But right now, the 200 EMA is all the way down at 41.20 if we get a touch back to there eventually. Good morning, Gamel. Morning, Callie. All right. So we're just going to play just exercise caution in this market, guys. Like I said, we don't know which way this is going yet. We don't know what's building. Follow the gurus in the room and exercise caution when taking place. Any stocks you guys want to go take a look at? Anything you guys want to see? Otherwise, we can just kind of go through a few. I had Apple puts going into today. We'll see what happens. Here you can see I was tracking this pattern. We started to get a breakdown into the close yesterday out of this pattern, and now pre-market we're up. Okay, I imagine what'll happen here is we'll open. I don't think that we'll bust positive here. I think we'll see that fail, but we'll watch it and see how it goes. AFRM, yeah, let's go back to AFRM again. All right. So as we talked about yesterday, let's look at this is currently downtrending. And the reason you can kind of see that, you can see that we broke the 9-day EMA, came down. As I always tell you guys, when we break a support, we almost go back and retest. This would have been a perfect entry for a short if you're going to take a short on this. And now we're going lower. Okay. Once again, pre-market things are pulling up a little bit. That's not to be unexpected, but it's pre-market. Okay, it's on no volume. You can see regular volume, pre-market volume. That's why I don't really look at pre-market data that much, because it doesn't really mean anything. It just skews your numbers. Once again, we have to see if the market agrees with this. To go positive, we want to see this get back above 116. Anything below 110.60, we're going down to the 20 EMA, and then possibly lower. But like I said, you can see we broke the zero line right here, and we're staying underneath. Here's my leader line, which is struggling. It's showing like it's coming down. So it looks like this is not. It looks like this is going to go lower with the information I have right now. Let's look at our chart real quick. Okay, so even on the hour, now not to say you couldn't get something like this where it, you can see each time this has been getting some bounces. But if I had to look here, yeah, it's getting weaker and weaker. Okay. You can see here each time it's getting a little bit lower. So then we see. But like I said, we might get another bounce here. But if it stays below that zero line, it's going to start downtrending on the hour chart also. Big pop on bad earnings. It's kind of weird. Anyway, just be careful if you're playing longs on this one, because it looks like it could be due for a pullback. Anything else you guys want to see? BAC. Oh, no, I didn't do that right. Bank of America. Got earnings coming up in a couple weeks. Just had dividends. It's no surprise we went short after that. I think banks are doing pretty good here. Let's look at some of the other banks here real quick, see what they're doing. Well, Goldman Sachs is downtrending. Let's look at Wells Fargo. Yeah, that's not really giving me a clear picture of what's going on with the banks. Okay, we'll just look at this EMA squeeze. We got to rally through it, pump it up. We have yet to come back down and test for support. Okay, so I'd imagine that's coming at some point. Okay, and you can see, so here we broke through the zero line. We went positive. We've been positive. But now it's starting to cross down under. It looks like it's breaking down. Okay. Doesn't really mean too much. It just means that if we get a break below this, which I'd go even a little bit lower, I wouldn't want to see it go below 42.74. If we do, it's pulling back to consolidate for support. Okay. I don't really have a clear pattern there either. Anyway, below 42.73 or above. I don't want to look above yesterday's highs of 43.34. Okay, but like I said, it's not looking very strong here. It looks like it's going to go lower. I mean, all indications are that this is going back to consolidate for support. Anything else you guys want to see? I was charting Airbnb yesterday. Let's see, we had a breakdown. AMD has been kind of all over the place. This is probably not even relevant anymore. Amazon's downtrending on a long chart. AMD, please. Yeah, we can go back to AMD real quick here. Elon just tweeted about AMD yesterday, so I'm kind of surprised it's not up more. But chart-wise, it's looking like it's going to go lower. Okay, we're still trending below the 0 line on the 15-minute chart. We just hit, we didn't quite get to this previous resistance, but we did break down through the support of this 50 EMA. We came back up and touched already. It confirmed as resistance. We're going down lower. I said, by all means, this looks like we're heading lower here. Okay, this is the channel I'd be watching for a breakout right now. Okay, and I doubt it's going to break the bottom. I mean, there's plenty of room for this to go down, right? So this is going back and forth, but it might get consolidation here. This might be going down to the 100 EMA. We'll have to see. A breakout would be if it can get out and hold about. If it can get out and hold outside of this trend line, I think you'll see it go positive. Okay, and it might do that. I mean, Elon, like I said, Elon just tweeted some positive news about him. Just that they were nothing really great. Not like that he was in it or anything. Just that they were great to work with. So hard to say what that's going to mean. You know what I mean? Anything else you guys want to see? At some point here, guys, keep, just protect your accounts, because at some point when the market does fall, we're going to be in one of the worst economic recessions that you've ever seen, I think, at some point here. Could be a year, could be 2 years. But make sure you're ready for when that comes, because I'll tell you what, when this crash actually starts to happen, we'll make more money than we ever have in our lives. Okay? You can make money so much faster on puts than you can on the normal market. I'm just going to show you what I mean real quick here, and this is why, a lot of people are bears. I know we tend to not want to be bears, right? Our nature is we want to see things grow. It's just the way we are. But let's go back and look here. I just want to show you like this. This recovery from COVID is not normal. Okay, here was COVID. And let me show you what a normal economic recession looks like. Okay. We're going to go back to 2000. Well, we'll go back to the 2008 recession real quick. Let's go to the week. Okay. Here was the recession of like 08. Okay, so here's February of 08. And it fell to March of 09. So for almost a year, we were in a solid down spell, right? Okay. Just to recover, so that's from 08 to March of 09. Just to get to previous highs, okay, which is right here, took till August of 13. It took 4 times longer to recover just the same spot of where it fell. And then to get back to the trend line of its previous growth was May of 15. Okay. When things fall, they fall much faster than when they go up in recovery. Recoveries are slow. Panic sells are fast. But for a whole year here, you could have been buying, swing puts and cashing in. And that's what we're going to look for. Like I said, it may not be now, but we are going to be, look at this. Like that, does that look healthy to you? I mean, here's a normal market, okay, up and down, right? And then here's COVID. And there's the recovery after COVID. What recovery are we in? You know what I mean? We're not in a recovery. So when this pulls back down, so if we look back to I have drawn this kind of this trend line here that the stock has interacted with for the last 20 years. Okay. If this ever pulls back, I mean, this has us down to, the SPY should touch somewhere around 300. This drop is going to be one of the worst drops we've ever seen, and it will make us more money than we've ever made in our lives. We just got to wait for it to happen. For today, I've been doing a lot of the membership stuff on the back end. I haven't been looking at a lot of stocks. I do keep a little bit. That's just why I've been slightly day trading. So yeah, I'm going to watch the market for today. I'm kind of staying easy at the moment. I don't know kind of mentioned yesterday in Guru Thoughts, you learned a lesson if you jumped right back into this. If you jumped right into this recovery we had on SPY, okay, that, I mean, if you bought back into that, it got instantly rejected and you were back lower. Okay, and we're right back down to where we were at. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch here, but if we're looking back here, I'm looking at some patterns. Like I said, I think we might be seeing a wedge like this form. Okay, and I'll probably be watching. I mean, this could probably be sometime next week, but I think we're gonna make a break one way or the other, and it should be a pretty good move. Okay, height of this, what we could expect. If it breaks down, we could be down to, well, probably heading down to the 200 EMA, right? But 420 on the downside here, if that breaks down in the short term, if it were to break up, okay, and you can see there's this previous trend right here. I'll just draw a line through this, like the growth right there, right? Okay, it'd get us back up closer to that trend, which at that point, when we got up here, we'd probably have a bounce, come down for consolidation if it tries to go positive again. I do think, I don't know, my gut's telling me that we're going to go positive in the end of the year just because of the market is. Things are so tight, squeezed. There's more money out in the market than there's ever been before. People have more money than they've ever had before. 41% of people that are selling their houses are keeping the money, waiting for this market to crash. But I think it's going to take a lot longer than what we think it will. You can't get cars. Metals are through the roof. And people have all this money. I don't know where it's coming from, but I mean, as much as houses are selling for 40% over value, right? And 41% of people that are selling their homes aren't rebuying. That's crazy to me. Like, where are all these buyers coming from? It's just absolutely bonkers to me. I did have somebody the other day tell me a theory, though. They thought a lot of this, a lot of this could be people that were living in high dollar areas. So, like, say you live in California, the housing market's so overpriced there anyway. Well, now it's super overpriced, right? You sell your house in California and then you move somewhere else because you could buy a house 3 times the size with half the money that you used to sell your other house. Okay. It made sense to me, but I'm not sure if that's what's happening. I said, I like talking to people about theories. Don't ever shut yourself off to learning. We should always be learning. Anyway, guys, keep an eye on the chats. If you have anything, need anything, DM me. And good luck today.
On track, now we gon' way up.